From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo. For the first time in history, prosecutors are about to present a criminal case against a former American president as they accuse Donald Trump of a hush money scheme aimed at preventing damaging stories about his personal life from being public.
To prove their case, lawyers for the Manhattan District Attorney need to convince 12 jurors beyond a reasonable doubt that Donald Trump repeatedly falsified business records to unlawfully influence the 2016 presidential election. National Enquirer publisher David Pecker, who was part of an alleged scheme to buy and bury unflattering stories about Trump, is among the early witnesses. Trump says he too could testify during a trial that's expected to last 6 weeks. Peter Haralambous, ABC News.
Wildfire season has come early to parts of Alberta and British Columbia. A hamlet near Fort McMurray is being warned to prepare to evacuate their homes on short notice due to a wildfire that could spread towards the community. British Columbia is also dealing with an earlier than usual wildfire season, with several blazes reported in the central, interior and Cariboo regions. The BC Wildfire Service says the largest blaze is in the Quesnel area Burgess Creek fire. The blaze, burning 45 kilometers south of Quesnel, is out of control. A Toronto lawyer says she's looking to appeal a federal government decision that has left 5 Canadian children languishing in a squalid detention camp in Syria. Asiya Herji says she applied for temporary resident permits on behalf of 2 women with Canadian children in Al Raj camp in February last year, and she was told last month that Ottawa had denied the 2 mothers permission to come to Canada on security grounds. Neither mother is a Canadian citizen, and the Canadian fathers of the children are no longer in the family's lives. Herji says the women signed confessions under duress in Syria. 2 people have died after a vessel capsized off the west coast of Newfoundland.
The Department of Fisheries and Oceans says the Canadian Coast Guard received a report of people in the water near the fishing town of Lark Harbour on Sunday morning after a 7-meter fishing vessel called Miss Jenny capsized with 6 people aboard. The department says 2 people were found dead in the water near the capsized boat when the Coast Guard reached the scene. 4 surviving crew members were found at the beach, and a helicopter helped them get to a hospital, and they are now in good condition. Naira Ahmed, The Canadian Press.
And the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has announced its new class of inductees for 2024. Reporter Margie Zaraletta has the list.
Peter Frampton, Foreigner, Kool and the Gang, and Cher earn induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame the first time they were on the ballot. Artists are eligible 25 years after the release of their first recording. Ozzy Osbourne will be inducted as a solo act. The Dave Matthews Band, A Tribe Called Quest, and Mary J. Blige also will be inducted. Walk on by. Dionne Warwick, Jimmy Buffett, the MC5, and Motown producer Norman Whitfield will be honored for musical excellence.
The induction ceremony will be held October 19th in Cleveland. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, the Vancouver Canucks and the Winnipeg Jets each drew first blood in their opening first-round playoff games this season. 2 third-period goals, 12 seconds apart by Pius Suter and Dakota Joshua, rallied Vancouver to a 4-2 victory over the Nashville Predators. And Adam Lowry and Kyle Connor scored twice. Mark Scheifele had a goal and 2 helpers as the Winnipeg Jets edged the Colorado Avalanche 7-6 in their opener. Sunday's other games saw Florida edge Tampa Bay 3-2, and the New York Rangers beat Washington 4-1. Tonight, the Edmonton Oilers open up their series against the LA Kings, and the Toronto Maple Leafs are in Boston again for Game 2, hoping for a win this time. The Toronto Blue Jays are leaving California for Kansas City to open a 4-game series against the 13-9 Royals on Monday night. The Jays are coming off series wins over the Colorado Rockies, the New York Yankees, and the San Diego Padres. From the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.